Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I am Ahmadullah Shah, Assistant Professor, Institute of Business Studies. Today, the topic of our lecture is types of variables. Some of the outline for today's lectures are variable, then we have dependent variable and independent variable, then moderating variable, and finally we will be discussing mediating variable. First of all, what is variable? A variable is anything that can take on differing or varying values. The values can differ at various times for the same subject, same object or person, or at the same time for different objects or person. This means that anything or any object or person that take on differing values could be considered a variable. Some of the example for a variable is production units, absenteeism, and motivation. Now, let us discuss how a production unit could be considered as variable. Let's assume that we are working in a manufacturing firm that is producing markers. In that firm, one employee could produce one marker per minute. A second employee might produce two marker per minute, and a third employee might produce 5 per minute. And it is equally possible that the same employee might produce one marker in the first minute and two in the next minute and four in the third minute. So in these two cases, the number of marker produced has taken on differing values. So it is therefore considered as variable. In the similar cases, absenteeism could be considered as variable because number of students absent today may be different than number of student absent tomorrow and then day after tomorrow. So as it is taking different values, so it could also be considered as variable. Then the level of motivation of employee within organizations. Some employee may have higher level of motivation than others. For example, manager may be highly motivated while lower staff or lower level manager may be not that motivated. Hence, it could also be considered as a variable. Then we have four types of variable. First one is dependent variable, then we have independent variable, then we have moderating variable, and finally we have mediating variable. Now, first of all, what is dependent variable? Dependent variable is also known as criterion variable. It is this variable that is the primary interest to the researcher. Researcher basically is interested in this variable, and the objective of the researcher is to understand and describe the dependent variable or to explain the variation in the dependent variable. This means that researcher is interested to understand or describe this variable or to explain how this variation occur in the dependent variable. Through the critical analysis or through in the detailed analysis of this dependent variable, it is possible for the researcher to find the answer of the research questions or to reach to the conclusions. It is the main variable that lend itself for investigation as a viable factor. Some of the example of dependent variables are organization effectiveness, job satisfaction and turnover, etc. Next we have independent variable. A variable that influences the dependent variable in either a positive or negative way is called independent variable, or a variable that has a direct or indirect influence on our dependent variable could be considered our independent variable. It is important to understand that the variation in our dependent variable is mainly due to independent variable. This means that any change in the dependent variable causes a change or causes an equal change in the dependent variable. Some of the example of independent variables are selection, training, compensation and justice system. Now let us take an example where we could differentiate or where we can understand the differences between independent and dependent variable. In first example, if a researcher wishes to study how organization justice affect organization commitment. Now this is our research question, that how organization justice affect organization commitment. So in this case, our independent variable is organization justice and its dimension, and our dependent variable is our organization commitment. Remember that organization justice and its dimensions, all these could be considered our independent variable. For example, the first dimension could be independent variable 1, the second dimension could be independent variable 2, the third dimension could be independent variable 3, and so on. And organization commitment could be our dependent variable as I earlier mentioned. In second example, if a student, or as a student if you are interested to study how HRM practices affect organization performance. Now in this case, human resource management practices are our independent variable, while organization performance is our dependent variable. Remember that human resource management practices include selection, training, remuneration, compensation and performance appraisal, etc., etc. A list of human resource management practices could be considered as our independent variable. For example, selection could be our independent variable 1, training independent variable 2, and performance appraisal as our independent variable 3, and so on. And on the right hand side, we have our dependent variable, that is organization performance. Then we have a moderating variable. The moderating variable is one that has a strong contingent effect on the independent variable dependent variable relationship. This means that there is yet another variable that is trying to modify or that actually modify our relationship. So it is the presence of third variable that modify the original relationship between independent and dependent variables. Let's assume that in our first example, that is organization justice system and organization commitment. In that example, we assume that we have strong relationship between organization justice and organization commitment. But when we introduce a moderating variable in that conceptual framework or in that variable, we may have a positive or negative relationship, or we have strong or weak relationship after incorporating this new variable. Some of the example of moderating variable in or in HRM performance relationship or organization size and regulatory bodies. How Now let us discuss how regulatory body could affect this HRM performance relationship. Let's assume that we are trying to study, or we wish to conduct a study in which we have two departments within a university. For example, in the first department we have engineering department, which is usually regulated by Pakistan Engineering Council, and the second department that is for example management department, that is regulated by Pakistan Business and Management Council. In this case, we may assume that as Pakistan Engineering Council is a very strong regulatory body and established years ago, that's why this department, that is engineering department, may have a better performance than management department, as this regulatory body, that is Pakistan Management and Business Council, is not that effective as compared to Pakistan Engineering Council. Hence, the incorporation of this variable, that is regulatory body, that is our moderator, could affect our exact relationship. Now, the pictorial representation of moderating variable in actual relationship, that is our independent variable is affecting our dependent variable. Our independent variable is represented by x, while our dependent variable is represented by y. Now, if we incorporate yet another variable, that is our moderating variable, that is represented by z, this actual relationship between our independent and dependent variable could be modified or could be changed due to the incorporation of yet another variable, that is our moderating variable. Then we have yet another type of variable, that is said to be our mediating variable. A mediating variable is one that surfaces between the time the independent variables start operating to influence the dependent variable and the time their impact is felt on it. This means that there is yet another variable that mediates between independent and dependent variable, that is said to be our intervening or mediating variable. The mediating variable surfaces as a function of the independent variable operating in any situation and help us to explain the exact relationship. It is important to explain here that it is the mediator that help us to understand the exact relationship between independent variable and dependent variable. This means that if we have to understand the exact relationship between independent variable and dependent variable, then we need to incorporate number of mediator in this relationship. For example, in our earlier example of organization justice and organization commitment, if we assume that there is a direct relationship between organization justice and organization commitment, we are missing some variable. It may not be true that organization justice system directly affect organization commitment. Rather, organization justice system first improve the employee attitude, that is job satisfaction. Hence, we have to incorporate job satisfaction as mediator. Here, as mentioned, that job satisfaction mediates the relationship between organization justice and organization commitment. This is what I was trying to mention, that it is the job satisfaction that mediate the relationship between organization justice system and organization commitment. Now, here is the pictorial representation of mediating variable. Now, on the left hand side we have independent variable, that is our organization justice, and on the right hand side we have dependent variable, that is our organization commitment. Now, If we need to understand, if we wish to understand the relationship, or if we wish to understand the true relationship between this independent and dependent variable, we need to incorporate a mediator, that is our job satisfaction. This was all about today lecture. If you people have any question regarding today lecture, you people are most welcome. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.